October 1986, Staten Island. A black sedan slows alongside a car carrying Anthony Casso, one of the most feared underbosses in the history of the Lucchese crime family. The window drops. 9 shots rip through the door panel. Casso takes 2. 1 to the stomach, 1 to the hip. The shooters speed off, thinking they just did the impossible. They killed Gaspipe. They were wrong. Anthony Gaspipe. Casso survived. And that was the worst possible outcome for the men involved, because Casso wasn't the kind of man who got angry. He was the kind of man who got patient. For 20 years, he'd built a reputation as the most methodical, pitiless killer in the 5 boroughs. Now, he had one goal: find out exactly who tried to kill him. The shooter was Jimmy Hydell, 24 years old, an ambitious Brooklyn associate hired for a reported $200,000 contract to take Casso out. He botched it, and the moment he did, he knew he was a dead man walking. He went underground, changed his routines, disappeared into Brooklyn. It didn't matter, because Casso had something no other target ever had to worry about: 2 NYPD detectives on his payroll. Eppolito and Stephen Caracappa ran the department's major case squad, and for $10,000 a month, they fed Casso whatever he needed: files, surveillance, addresses. By September 1987, using police department resources, they found Jimmy Hydell. They approached him wearing badges. He got in the car, thinking he was being arrested. He was never seen alive again. Eppolito and Caracappa drove him straight to Casso. Casso interrogated him personally: who hired him, who else was involved. Hydell gave up 3 names. Then Casso killed him with his own hands. His body has never been found. His mother spent nearly 20 years not knowing what happened to her son. Casso wasn't finished. Using those 3 names, he had as many as 8 more people killed in the months that followed, some of it with the same 2 detectives feeding him intelligence the entire time. Total payout to Eppolito and Caracappa over the years: an estimated $375,000. Casso ran from the law for 3 years after a 1990 federal indictment, still ordering hits from hiding, until the FBI finally caught him in New Jersey in 1993. He flipped, but lied so much to his handlers that prosecutors dropped him as a witness and buried him with a 393-year sentence anyway. Here's the twist: the information he'd already given about the 2 dirty cops didn't disappear. Investigators spent years corroborating it independently. And in 2005, nearly 20 years after Jimmy Hydell vanished, Eppolito and Caracappa were arrested, convicted in 2006 on racketeering and 8 murders. Both got life. Casso died in prison in 2020. Eppolito died in prison in 2022. Jimmy Hydell's body is still out there somewhere. If stories like this pull you in, hit subscribe. I break down one of these every single week.